I started flipping cars. So I actually had 9 cars by the time I was 19. I was doing pretty decent with that. Now here's a checkpoint in my life. This is like the introduction to my life right before everything starts to get crazy, right? So at this time in my life, I probably had between like $5,000 to $10,000 to my name. I had a tiny bit of experience making money, and I was just about to discover dropshipping and real estate and all that stuff. I was just about to get into that world, that realm. So I go home and I run into Graham Stephan on YouTube. So Graham Stephan is a real estate agent. He sells homes, saves the money, buys rental properties, rents them out, and collects passive income. And I was like, yo, I want to do that. I don't actually want to work. I want to have freedom to do whatever I want and be rich. Like, that's what I want. That's what everybody wants, right? So I discovered that and I was like, I'm going to be a real estate agent, like pause on med school, straight up real estate. So after I made my decision, I dropped out of college, which I had enrolled in 2 weeks prior. Now I go to real estate school and I'm like, yo, when I'm not selling a house, how am I going to make money in the meantime? So I go online and I'm like, how to make money online? Boom. Discover dropshipping. Dropshipping just started getting popular at the time, and I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna try dropshipping. Long story short, my first store doesn't work, but I ended up finding some smaller YouTubers that give me great advice, and I start my first dropshipping store, and that store actually turns out and makes me about $35,000 in revenue. So I'm like, damn, this is dope. I'm gonna do it again, but instead of Instagram influencers, I'm gonna do Facebook ads. So I start more stores, and I'm running them on Facebook, on Instagram, doing everything that I can, learning as much as I can, and making a lot of money. And I remember like this was the point in time where I was working as a caregiver and also dropshipping and also doing like real estate. And I was like, okay, dropshipping is doing well. I remember like my first $400 day and my first 1K day and my first 2K day. And then eventually I quit caregiving. And then eventually I quit real estate and went full-time into dropshipping. So I was doing dropshipping for some time, making some good money there. And then I posted my first YouTube video.
What is going on, guys? My name is Sebastian, and today I'm going to show you how I generated $700 in income in one day in only my second week of Shopify.
Because I left a comment on Thaddeus's video and I was like, yo, this video was super helpful. Thank you. I just made like $10,000 because of this. And people were like liking it and being like, yo, who are you? How'd you do this? Because everyone was curious about dropshipping. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can help some more people. Anyway, I make a YouTube channel and I tell people to come subscribe, and they do. And I start growing on YouTube. So YouTube is growing very like linearly, very slowly. And then I post my first viral video, how I made $991 in 14 hours. And for some reason that video popped up. It was ranked #1 for Shopify for a long time. A lot of people saw it and it got like 300,000-400,000 views, and it really like became the backbone of my channel. So I started making money off ad revenue. I started making money off affiliate deals. And then eventually I got the idea to make my first course and teach people like the preliminary stages of how to dropship and everything that I've learned up to this point and put it together in one course for $300. So I did that. I remember when I launched the course and I told everyone about it, I was like, you know, it's probably going to get like 10 sales or like 5 sales or something. The first day I launched it, like I launched at 8 p.m. and then I was just driving with my friend, like looking at really cool houses, like just manifesting, which ironically, we were trying to get into the neighborhood that I'm building my house in right now. That's actually crazy. I just realized that. During that night, we were trying to get into that neighborhood, and now I literally have a home there. Anyway, I got a sale, and then I got another sale, and then I got another sale, and I ended up making like $1,500 pure profit. So I was like, damn, like this is crazy. I'm making decent money for my age. I was like, this is really cool. I kept on growing my YouTube channel, kept on getting ad revenue, kept on drop shipping, kept on doing everything, and just my income started going more and more and more and more and more. Now, fast forward to about 19 years old. My net worth at this point is about 70 to 80,000. That's what I have saved. And this is like where everything in my life starts changing, because now I'm making good money and I'm able to like go out and do anything I want and travel and spend money. So naturally, what a 19-year-old boy is going to do when you give him money is he's going to buy a GTR. So I bought my dream car, which is a Nissan GTR, and it was like my first trophy, my first like staple of success in my life. I continue to work on my stores. I continue to grow on my YouTube channel, and everything was great. And I did this for some time until I like got like 120, 130, 150K in my bank saved up, just continuing to hustle. And then I got really comfortable. I was just chill. I was like, okay, well, now what do I do? Fast forward some time, because at this point in my life, I was really unhealthy. I was out of shape. As I got comfortable, I'm like, I think 21 years old at this time. And I decide after taking a break from dropshipping to get back into dropshipping for real, like to take it more seriously than I ever have, to create a legitimate brand. Now I have funding. Now I have more money to play with. So like I can afford to spend more money on research and development and create like a really good brand. So that's what I do. When you guys saw that video, how I made 36K in a day, those were the stores that I was running at the time. They were generating like $10,000 a day. It was amazing. Like I was making a lot of money from dropshipping.